Drake's attorneys claim that UMG carried out his scheme in a variety of ways, including by charging Spotify vastly reduced licensing rates in exchange for streaming recommending the song to users who research unrelated songs and artists.
I do it for the love first, peep the intentions, man. I spit game, but you never learn no lessons, man.
Goddamn, we back at it. And in breaking news, Drake is suing his own record label, UMG and Spotify, for apparently boosting and botting, and additionally is paying off, providing promo to, I guess, Twitter pages and other outlets for promoting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. This is coming up quickly off the heels, which is like perfect timing, I guess, so to speak. This man Drake is probably, and his team is not allowing Kendrick Lamar get his shine as Kendrick Lamar released his GNX Surprising album this past Friday, and everyone is relinquishing and loving, and obviously the memes over Kendrick Lamar screaming DJ Mustard's name. Mustard! Absolutely hilarious. But yeah, this man Drake and his lawyer team is apparently suing UMG, his own record label, that's currently paying him $500 million for his masters. Is a whole different conversation, neither here nor there. And also Spotify as well, amongst other things, for promoting and botting Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. So before we get into like the Billboard news article and like go all the specific details, I just want to give a quick perspective on things. I think Not Like Us was, I don't know what to the extent that Drake and his team might be saying or tweeted and stuff like that to a certain degree, but I will say I think Not Like Us was definitely highly promoted, definitely was botted. I don't know what degree that Drake and maybe other Kendrick Lamar haters might say, but I think it to a degree was botted and uplifted, and so much was put out there, because even to this day, 6-7 months later after Not Like Us, I still hear it. I don't listen to the radio that much, but every time I hear it on the radio, it's always almost on, like every third song on the radio, so it's always a song. I swear I hear it at least 2 to 3 times on the radio. So I think it's still significantly pushed even to this day. I can only think back and remember to what it was, how it used to be like 5 to 6 months ago. Even to this day, I think it's annoying how much I hear that song. Even though it's a great song, it's a bop. Don't get me wrong, it's a bop. I even did a reaction to it. You want to see my reaction to it? It's definitely a bop. But goddamn, I think it was significantly pushed to a certain degree. Don't know how much Drake and his team might be saying, but I think it's definitely still pushed to a certain extent. So let's go into what this Billboard article says, and probably go into specifics of the what Drake and his team is suing UMG and Spotify. So let's do the damn thing and hop into it. And then bam. So it originally came from this tweet from Philip Lewis, who was a reporter for I think the Huffington Post. Yep, deputy editor at Huffington Post. So shout out to him. Breaking news, everyone going crazy. As you can see my initial tweet, because obviously it says Drake has initiated legal action against Universal Music Group, UMG. Shout out to UMG, always copyrighting all my videos and every content creative videos that has music in it. And Spotify over allegations that the two companies conspired to artificially inflate the popularity of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. And into the article, and obviously remember back to about a month ago, so J. Cole's Puerto Antonio, he said this of algorithm botting niggas just swayed the whole thing. So was there some truth to it? Cole was a liar when he made this statement? He was a liar when he made that statement? That's crazy. So let's hop into the article, which I got right here. And it got the headline, of course. The headline got to go crazy. Drake accuses UMG and Spotify of a scheme to artificially inflate Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. In a legal petition, the Stars company accuses UMG of serious wrongdoing, and a stunning twist months after a high-profile feud with Kendrick Lamar. Drake has initially illegal action against UMG, Spotify, yada yada yada, Not Like Us, and filing on Monday, November 25th. So that is today. We're recording just past 6:30 in the evening. So obviously this is as this current time of this current day. So this is going to develop and change over time. But this is right now. This is breaking news. Okay, this is breaking news over the last like 2 hours or so. In Manhattan, in a scheme involving bots, payola, which I'm assuming is like paid promos to, like, I guess hip hop Twitter pages and news outlets, something like that. I'm guessing that's what payola is, and I definitely gotta add that word to my vocabulary, payola. And other methods to pump up Lamar's song, a track that savagely the word used, savagely attacked Drake amid an ongoing feud between the two stars. UMG did not rely on chance on ordinary business practices, attorneys for Drake's company right, and instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate, god damn, manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves. Don't know about much about services. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar is a high-profile individual, so I can only imagine that he can be plastered everywhere on streaming services. But the airwaves, when it comes to radio, totally agree with that. Drake's attorneys accused UMG of violating the racketeer influence and corrupt organizations Act. Shout out to federal RICO. Shout out to Young Thug. RICO, RICO charges. RICO is one of those common things that we hear. A lot of things that rappers and hip hop artists are getting involved in over the course of the last few years. 6ix9ine, I always know he got racketeer and short charges back in 2018, 19, around that time frame. Often used in criminal cases against organized crime. Young Thug obviously is the most notorious case as of recently. Shout out to Young Thug getting out of prison after a couple of years. They also allege deceptive business practices and false advertising under the New York state law, which this is what he's filing under, but obviously this is going to be nationwide or worldwide, etc., could be expanded upon. The court filings are a remarkable twist in high-profile beef between the two stars. It was Drake and Kendrick stinging diss tracks that appeared in Muslim earlier this year. Yada yada yada. This is now spilling over to legal litigation instead of just being words. Man, Drake said, "I'm ready." You think I'm putting pen to pad now? I'm really putting pen to the pad now. It represents a stunning rift between Drake and UMG, where the star has spent his entire career. We saw the Lil Wayne, Young Thug. Goddamn, not Young Thug, Lil Wayne. So yeah, that's been directly on the Republic. Yep. So that's 15 years now. Yeah, 15 going on 16 years now. That Drake has been signed with Lil Wayne's Young Thug. I remember back in 2009, I was in elementary school going on to middle school, and yeah, Drake's career definitely took off at that point. Kendrick Lamar has also spent his entire career associated with UMG through the TDE imprint. Obviously, now he has his own company, PJ Lang, which is distributed by Interscope. This is more just legal jargon here. If you didn't know, I was a political science major. Almost wanted to go to law school, but I said, nah, fuck all that. But yeah, here we are making YouTube videos. So we got legal jargon here. UMG, Spotify, yada, yada, yada. Decline to comment, of course. UMG declined to comment, of course. Drake's attorneys claim that UMG carried out his scheme in a variety of ways, including by charging Spotify vastly reduced licensing rates in exchange for streaming recommending the song to users who research unrelated songs and artists. That is shady. You looking at one person, but Kendrick Lamar just pops up and like, this is nowhere near related. I'm trying to look up some. Imagine trying to look up Skrillex and Kendrick Lamar pops up. That'll be absolutely insane. They also claim UMG paid influencers to boost the song on social media, and also armies of bots to fraudulently spike the numbers. Like I said, like paid promos to like hip hop Twitter accounts, and then I guess other like solo independent influencers, writers, personalities, etc. Usually conspired and paid currently unknown parties to use the bots to artificially inflate the spread of Not Like Us and deceive customers to believe that the song was more popular than it was in reality. One particular eye-catching claim, the petition claims that the UMG paid Apple, interesting, to have his voice assistant Siri, which is absolutely trash, purposely misdirect users to Kendrick Lamar song. I wondered how that happened. Siri is absolute trash, even to this day, even after Apple Intelligence, but that's a whole different kind of conversation. Online sources reported that when users Siri to play the album Certified Lover Boy, they played Not Like Us. That is absolutely insane. In which the lyrics certified allegations. Yo, imagine trying to play Certified Lover Boy, plays Not Like Us. That will be absolutely insane. Apple is not named as a respondent to the petition, nor accused of any legal wrongdoing spokesperson of the company, which is interesting that this article mentions that to begin with. Like I say, we're just using that for a example case that it can be, I guess, signify, put aside to, I guess, to as an example to put against Spotify. Say, why would UMG choose to aggressively boot Kendrick Lamar's song? Drake's lawyers say it was partially because of internal corporate dominance at UMG and Interscope, or financial incentives for it that is largely based on UMG's division rather than the performance of UMG. So what they're saying is to make more money, UMG said, we're going to boost this to hell, because even though they're both under us and they could quote unquote hurt Drake, we're going to make money either way. So we're just going to boost it all. Just keep it going. We trying to make money out here. We have an opportunity to make money. We're going to do it. So that's what Drake's and his team are accusing UMG of doing, just boosting it just to boost it so we can all make money out here. You may be thinking me losing money, but we all gonna make money. They maximize profits, yada yada yada. Drake's attorney said he raised the issue with UMG before heading to court, but the music giant has no interest in taking responsibilities for his misconduct. To the contrary, he claims UMG has actively tried to conceal his wrongdoing by firing staffers perceived as having loyalty to Drake. Yeah, that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if there's any quote-unquote whistleblowers that come out of this whole situation and to really expose it. Shout out to all the whistleblowers out there. Protect yourselves because y'all can get off very quickly. But that's a different conversation. Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in the discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's action. The petition reads, UMG refused to engage in negotiations, yada yada yada. Drake instead says UMG has pointed a finger at Lamar and insisted that Drake should sue his rival rather than the label. Like, we didn't do nothing. He the one that made the song. They're like, he the one made the song. Blame him, not us. He also claims UMG told him the label would sue Lamar if Drake ended up filing his own lawsuit. And yeah, so that's the article. That's the initial news reporters on everything. So yeah, that is the situation as of right now. Obviously, it's still only 6:40 p.m., so things can still develop and change over the course of this. When this video gets uploaded, if I get it up in the next hour or so, definitely leave your comments down below what you think about the entire situation. Do you think Kendrick Lamar, UMG, whoever the case may be, Spotify, paid off different platforms, the airwaves, radio waves, paid off influencers, hip-hop Twitter accounts, independent editors, personalities, whatever the case may be? Do you think they actually paid off people? Do you think Not Like Us was boosted? Do you think Kendrick Lamar had any word or say in this? It was just the record label just going across his own will, saying we trying to make some money out here. So even though Drake might quote unquote harm you in the short term, somewhat in the long term, we still gonna boost this because we be trying to make some money out here. So definitely leave your comments down below. Like I said, I mentioned before, I think it was definitely boosted, maybe not to a certain extent that Drake and his team might be saying, and allegations they make oppose upon this court filing and this suing in this case. But I think it was definitely boosted. Like if this is like a flat line, like it's just regular play from everyday people, I would say it was like a good solid 10, maybe 20% boost. I'm pretty low. I don't think it was going too crazy. I'm not going to say it was like a double amplifier, triple amplifier. I think it was a good 10 to 20%. Let's give it a little nudge. Let's just push that off the edge, you know what I'm saying? So definitely leave a comment down below and see what your perspective on things. This is definitely gonna be very interesting, coming right off the heels of GNX being released. This is definitely gonna be an interesting future and how this thing develops. Drake on XQC's live stream yesterday as well. It was definitely interesting to see and hear because Drake was just violent. There's so many people. This man XQC was just playing music, and Drake had damn near something to say about every other person that played. That's all I came up with. It's absolutely insane. But definitely leave the comments down below about this whole situation. What you think about the GNX album? I did a live reaction to that. I did an edited version, shortened version of that. So definitely check those out. I did a reaction to all the Drakes and Kendrick Lamar back and forth. I did a reaction to J. Cole's Pornatorio. I did a lot of videos. I got a lot of content for y'all to go back on, not just this. So definitely leave everything in the comment section down below. So if you like this video, I got more content like this always coming soon. So please subscribe. This is very interesting. Fresh out of work, phone blowing up, and I can see why it's blowing up. This man Drake is suing UMG and Spotify. Maybe suing Kendrick Lamar next. Definitely very interesting. Leave your comments down below what you think about this whole situation. But until this develops more, we get everything going back and forth between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Maybe J. Cole slides themselves back in here in this conversation. Remains to be seen. But until then, I'll see y'all next video. Peace.